Hi everyone, welcome back. So today we are going to build the escalation recommendation action. This is going to be last tool we will be developing for our customer assistance tool, and this tool is going to recommend who they can escalate to for this particular account, who they can escalate it to if they see any red flag or if they see anything which needs to be actioned but has not been actioned. Okay, so this is going to recommend the escalation. Okay, now this will have two input parameters. So how we can escalate depends on two things. One is the customer's priority and other one is renewal risk. Okay, so if any one of them is high and other one is either high or medium, we are going to escalate, or we have rules which we have stored in custom metadata for this. So in the request we have customer priority and renewal risk as an input, and as an output we are going to send if we need to escalate this to, and then who we need to escalate this to. Okay, so these are going to be the two output parameter. Now the rules we have stored in the custom metadata. So we have escalation policy custom metadata object we have created, where we have created three custom field: customer priority, renewal risk, and escalation to. Customer priority and renewal risk, the combination of these two will derive who we need to escalate it to. Okay, so if we go to the records here, you will be able to see if customer priority is critical and renewal risk is medium, we are going to escalate it to sales manager. If customer priority is critical and renewal risk is high, then we are going to send it to VP of sales. If customer priority is critical but renewal risk is low, we are just going to escalate it to team lead. Similarly, if customer priority is high and renewal risk is also high, we are going to send it to sales manager. But if one is high and other one is medium, we will assign it to team lead. So if you see, these are not all the combination, yet we have taken just the meaningful combinations where we actually need escalations. We do not need escalation when customer priority and renewal risk both are low, or when customer priority is low and renewal risk is medium. We are not going to escalate in such scenarios, and we will simply say that no escalation required. But if there is an escalation required, we will be escalating it to these people. Now in real Salesforce org, we will be having a real people name, but here, because we are mimicking, I have just created string and just given them the name of the title. These are not the Salesforce user, but in general we will be escalating it to users usually. Okay, so these are our escalation policy, and I've kept it very simple so that you understand the concept and understand how we're doing it, and then later on you can complicate it as per your own org as well. Okay, so this is our class, which is having request and response. Request has two input variables: customer priority and renewal risk, and response has escalation required and escalate to. And then we have method where we'll be getting the list of requests and we will be returning the list of response. First, what we are going to do, we will create a set of string and we are going to add the combination of customer priority and customer risk there. Okay, then we will loop through the metadata records we have, and we will create a map where key and value. In the key, we are going to store the combination of customer priority and renewal risk. Okay, and then in the value we will be putting the escalation to. So in a way, we are checking customer priority and renewal risk as a combined value, and in return we will be getting the escalation to. Okay, then we will have a loop through the request. Okay, and we will create a variable for the combination of key and priority. We will check if this key contains in your map, then that means we'll have a value for escalation escalate to, and in that case we will give it back. Otherwise we will say that escalation required is false, and we do not need to escalate, and at the end we will send that response to your MCP client. Okay, so that's pretty much. We are just checking if your map contains escalate to for a given key, and given key is what? Given key is the combination of your customer priority and renewal risk, and if there is a corresponding value associated with that in escalate to, then we are going to send it to your MCP client. Along with, we will also mark the escalation required as true, else we will say that escalation required is false. Okay, so that's pretty much straightforward structure. Now let us first add this in your MCP server. So we will go to MCP, and we have our customer assistant. We'll go there, and first let's deactivate it, and go to add a new tool. Here you will be able to see get escalation recommendation. You will click on add tool, you'll save it and activate it. Okay, now because it is driven by the customer priority and renewal risk, we need to know that how customer priority and renewal risk comes in picture. Renewal risk, we have created a tool for it which is dependent on the account's renewal date. So if renewal date is within 30 days, then renewal risk is going to be high. Okay, so what I did for this account, I have made the renewal date as less than 30 days, so the renewal risk is going to be very high. But as it does not have any open opportunity, and if you see the customer priority is dependent on the number of open opportunities this particular account has. So currently there are no open opportunities, so customer priority is bit low. Maybe let's just create one more one opportunity inside it, and let's call it test OPP. Close date, let's say, is going to be next month. Stage, let's say, prospecting. Save it. Now we have one open opportunity. Okay, so we are good here. We have our tools here as well. Now we'll go to Claude, and we will ask for, hi, I am working on global tech Mumbai, can you help me prepare? We are not asking any specific question, just a high level question. Let's see what it will be able to found. So it will search for tools available. Okay, and it comes back high renewal risk. So it says that there is a high renewal risk. Earlier when we searched for it, we were not able to, we did not give it exact name match, and that is why it was saying that okay, we are not able to find it properly. Okay, it did not say anything about the escalation, so let me do we have any escalation tricks as well? Yes, so it is able to search the escalation as well, and yes, it's flagging one escalation required, yes, and escalate to team lead because the customer priority is still low. And yeah, so customer priority is medium, and that is why it is sending it to sales manager even though your renewal risk is high. Okay, so it just takes the combination. If you do not have anything on the customer priority, or if it is low, then it will say that even if your renewal risk is high, but because customer priority is low, we do not have any escalation matrix for this. So it will be able to tell you that now we need to escalate it to team lead. Now if you create couple of more opportunities and then search for it, it will be able to say that then we need to escalate it to sales manager if the priority is medium, if the priority is high. So that's how it is working. Ideally, I would have preferred if you'd have got the escalation in the first attempt itself, but it's okay. Maybe these were the initial things and then the escalation. Now we done with multiple tools. We have created one for discount percentage, we have created one for customer tier, next engagement, renewal risk, escalation, customer priority. Now in the next session we will go for a complete demo. We'll try to see what we can do with the combination of these tools without even asking for the exact thing. Let's see that in the demo what is the capability we have developed so far, and when we combine everything together what we will be able to get. So I'll meet you there. Thank you everyone.